The labor market in America right now is absolutely atrocious. In this video, you're going to see a lot of companies firing their employees, and they're not even giving them the courtesy to tell them that they're fired in person, face to face, despite these employees working hard for these companies. This, in my opinion, is why a lot of employees no longer show any type of loyalty to their companies, because who would show any type of loyalty when this is the way you get treated? Keep watching this video to see some crazy cases of people getting laid off, as well as what these people are going to do after their layoff. Keep watching.
I think I just got laid off for the new year and I don't really know how to feel. Just got home and all of my coworkers were blowing up my iMessage, my Teams, and they were just asking, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, what's going on? And I was really confused. Apparently there was an emergency meeting with our manager that I didn't know about because it was last minute and I was just a couple of minutes late, so I didn't catch everything that was happening. All I heard is that we've decided to move forward without you, and next thing I know, the meeting's over. Everybody's getting logged out of their company devices. I can't even log into any of my accounts. Someone recorded the entire meeting on Summary AI so I can see everything that our boss was saying. It's literally so stupid because there are people who have been hitting their KPIs every single month, including myself. I have good performance reviews. Like, our boss is just saying that there's budget cuts, like we didn't make enough money for Q4, so everyone's just getting laid off because we can't afford to have these many employees. I don't even know what to do. Like, I have a transcript on Summary AI, but I don't have a job anymore. So like how what do I do?
I got fired from my job 8 days ago. Florida unemployment let me know that they were not going to give me any benefits because I hadn't been working at my previous job for long enough. Oh, that was really hard, and I just basically bawled my eyes out because I feel like I'm trying like everything that I possibly can. And like that's the worst part about it, because it's like it's not like I'm not trying hard enough or I'm not like applying enough, or like that would almost be easier because it would be like obvious that that's what I would need to do. So I accepted the Starbucks job and I'm going to do that for a while and keep applying. And so hopefully it won't be a permanent thing, but it'll be something that can just at least get me going. So that's the update. Denied from unemployment, and I'm gonna start at Starbucks. So
if any of you guys are wondering how bad the job market is right now, I just had to do a video screening to work at Sweet Green part-time as just a core team leader. Like, just like, you know, you go in there, you're like, what do you want in your role? Video screening, 3 questions. Which is like, okay, not a big deal, but like you still have to put makeup on, you gotta put on a cute cardigan, you gotta put yourself together for Sweet Green part-time. Okay, perfect, cool, like that. I don't know. At this point, I have just let it go, okay? I'm just gonna let it go and be free. I'm not gonna complain anymore. I mean, look at me complaining right now. Perfect. But like, it's important for you guys to know, because I feel like a lot of my employed friends and family come to me with advice. Bitch, you don't know what it's like. Don't come to me with advice, and don't even ask me how it's going at this point. I will come to you and let you know how it's going, okay? Because I don't want to talk about it, because I only want to talk about it with people who know what's up. Y'all don't know what's up because y'all aren't out here in the field, okay? Y'all aren't free agents trying to figure it out right now, okay? So thank you for your love and support, but I don't want to hear it, okay? And Sweet Green, if you're watching this, if you guys reject me, I don't care. Honestly, reject me. I just wanted a free bowl, okay? Free bowl on the shift. Free Sweet Green bowl on the shift. Things have been good so far. I've been okay. I actually did want a KMS yesterday. Not in like a serious way, but you know when you're just like, oh man, what's the point of this? And then today I woke up, I go, okay, yeah, that's the point. There is no point. Just keep pretending that you like it and I'll be over soon. I'm kidding.
If you are unemployed or underemployed right now, here's my number one biggest advice as someone who was laid off in November 2024, which was a terrible time. The job market is trash. I don't care what anyone tries to tell you. And the hamster wheel of just like over and over and over again bashing your head against it is just like soul sucking. My number one advice is to legitimately have a creative outlet to occupy your mind so you're not just applying to jobs and getting a rejection. And two, start to figure out a way to have a flexible income coming in. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but here's 3 different ways that I did that. Number one, I started posting silly little videos online. It took off. I now have 160,000 followers in like about a year's time frame. It started with just a couple $100 a month coming in to a couple $1,000s a month. Like I've done over 10K months, and that's just been like a huge gift. Then that gave me the confidence to start 2 consulting contracts, one kind of in my old life of consulting and change management, and another in marketing and PR. And between the 3 things, I stopped looking for work. And that has given me a sense of power and autonomy to get off that damn hamster wheel. So get after it.
More big layoffs from pretty big names in tech today. HubSpot laid off about 7% of their workforce. That's like 500 people. And Workday is laying off about 3% of their workforce. So that should be somewhere around like 450 or 500 people as well. I did see details of HubSpot's severance package, and it's honestly really good. They're offering a minimum of 5 months severance and then an additional week for every year of employment up to 7 months. And also a bunch of other benefits like support finding a new job. They're allowing people to keep their laptops, paying out bonuses, and also moving up vesting schedules so that people's equity will still vest. So I think things like that are nice. I mean, layoffs are hard, but most of the people coming from a great company like HubSpot are probably going to be able to find jobs within 5 months. About 80% of laid off tech workers are actually landing jobs in like under 4 months. So hopefully the majority of those folks are going to have luck. And if you are affected or know someone that's affected, I'm trying to compile as many resources to help people with their job search as possible. You can find that in the link on my profile. So go ahead and check it out. And yeah, hopefully that helps someone.
I lost my job. Let's talk about it while I get ready. Let's give an update. What is my life? So this past Monday, I go to work. Everything's fine. It's like 10:30 and we get an email from the head of my job. I worked at a primary care office, and I worked up in the administration side. I got an email Monday around 10. To sum up the email, it basically said that they're letting people go because they need money, basically. But so that they're letting 43 people go. They said, we will not find out until Wednesday, the 21st. The email said basically for nobody to speculate. So we were there for 2 days, anxiously waiting. I work in a department and there's one other person with me. We were all talking about it daily, like stressing out. We're like, we don't want to come to work and like work hard if we're just going to be let go. Wednesday came and we didn't hear anything all day. It was actually really, really stressful. So anxious. I liked my job. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I never loved a job like that. It came to, I think it was like 3:30 almost. And I got a call from my manager. She's like, can you come to my office? Right then and there, I kind of knew. I go to her office, which is right down the hall. And then she's like, we need to meet in the conference room. So I turn around, which the conference room is right behind us. And I see a whole bunch of people in there. And of course, my heart sank to my asshole. We sit down. They keep bringing some people in. The manager of the whole specific facility I work in, and everybody who's getting let go, and their managers. There's at least 10 of us, I think. We're all sitting there in silence, and then somebody's like, what are we waiting for something? And they're like, yes, we're waiting for these 2 other women in HR. Finally, they showed up. I was crying, of course, and it's really uncomfortable to sit in there in silence and to be around all those people and you're trying to process something that's life-changing. They said, we're sorry, but they had to let us go. That would be our last day of work. Manager came over and sat next to me and hugged me or whatever. Gave us a packet with everything we needed to know in regards to benefits and pay. So basically they're paying us until the 31st, and then we're gonna get our PTO and everything. And then they gave us a packet about unemployment. I was feeling really content and like everything was perfect and I love my job, and then it's like, boom. Out of nowhere, gone. Packed my stuff. I did not want to sit there. Like, they just kept talking and talking. I was so mad and I was so eager to get out of there. I didn't get up and leave, sat there and listened.
Just like really sad. I had my time to think about it and to cry and to be upset. I didn't want to film this like when I could potentially start crying. The two older ladies, as I was leaving, they were crying. I was so sad. My manager did send me a text and it was really nice. Although I really didn't want to talk to her the day I got fired or let go. I did reply to her text and we talked, and she's very nice. But yeah, life can change really fast and it's really scary. I've dealt with it multiple times, but there's nothing we can do. It's literally out of my control. I can't force anything. So now we have to move on and figure it out. I've always had to figure it out. I will update you guys on this journey to find a job, but I have to stay positive because I could get really down and depressed and let myself go and not keep a routine. But I need to have structure and a routine. We're gonna put all of this time I have into myself and my life, and we'll see where it takes us.
I've reached the point where like I woke up the other day and I didn't have toilet paper and I didn't have money to pay for it. Hey guys, this is like not fun to talk about, but I need help. I am starting a GoFundMe, and oh, there's my cat Dewey. It's sort of like, I don't know what to say about it. It's sort of embarrassing. I started making content more seriously since 2018, and since 2018 I've been employed like 4 times, and earlier in January, almost a month ago now, I was laid off. I had a seasonal position at a company that I really liked working for. I just didn't get retained at the end of the season, and since then I've been trying to find a new job. Hey honey. And it's been rough. I have interviewed, I have called. It's just, I need money for my rent, and my birthday is this month, and so I'm asking for my birthday. I really just need to pay my rent. It's $1,000. I had about $400 saved, but since then it's sort of been dwindling down because I've had to pay for just to live. I know it's hard for a lot of people right now. My rent is due on the 21st and I need help paying it. Now I have around like $300, so I just need $700. Whatever you're able to give, obviously I would greatly appreciate it. It's been rough out there, and I got good news that I'm going to be starting a new job, but I'm not going to get paid in time to pay my rent. I also need money to get to my job because I don't drive or have a car. So I'm going to be asking for about $1,000 to cover my rent and just transportation to my job. And I guess in the middle of their food somehow. I don't want to over ask, and I'm also scared that I'm not gonna get a lot, but I've reached the point where like I woke up the other day and I didn't have toilet paper and I didn't have money to pay for it. So it's getting pretty real. I love you guys so much. If you could share this, I would greatly appreciate it. And thanks for listening. Bye.
I got laid off 3 weeks ago, and here's what I haven't done. I haven't updated my resume. I haven't applied to any jobs. I have not panicked. Instead, here's what I have done. I've checked in with my coworkers who were also impacted, just see how they're doing and support them in any way that I can. I've scheduled a lot of connection chats, and I've been speaking to people that have been also laid off. I've been talking to old coworkers who I haven't spoken to in quite some time to reconnect. And I've also been talking to potential business partners to help me with my coaching business. I scheduled a call with my financial advisor so we could go over my finances and understand what my next 3, 6, 9 months, even 12 months and beyond look like given this layoff situation. I have shared my story on social and stood tall in this experience instead of letting it shame me. This might be a little woo, but I have scheduled 2 calls with my trusted psychic medium friends who gave me a lot of clarity into the meaning behind this layoff and what comes next for me. I've decluttered my house, and as a type A Virgo, that has given me so much more joy than I could have even imagined. Decluttering my space has decluttered my mind. I have focused on my mental health and physical health and just have been journaling and processing, reflecting on this experience and my past 11 years at the company that I worked for. I've been making time to get outside and go for walks and enjoy this false spring weather that we're having in Chicago. Lastly, I have hired a company to help me build and scale my career coaching business, which I'm super excited about. It's gonna hopefully lead to bigger, better, and bolder things for me. If you too are navigating a layoff experience, anything of the sort, know you are not alone. There's a lot of people in your situation, myself included. I just hope that you are taking this time to yourself to process, to rest, to recalibrate, maximize this short amount of time that you have to focus on you and what you really want in your career moving forward. If you need support, guidance, or just to commiserate along the way, I am here as a career coach, an ear, a confidant. Just know that this is part of your career story. This is just a chapter in that book that's gonna be helping you stretch, learn, and grow, make you stronger, wiser than you ever have before. So that way you can take that most aligned action in whatever that next career move looks like for you.
Is my company shutting down? Okay, it's almost 8:30. We usually have an HR meeting. Canceled. We got told from one of our East Coast managers to cancel all interviews for today. Now, in place of that meeting, mandatory meeting company update with a bunch of people on it. I'm about to be jobless for the holidays. Okay, I'm about to log on, so we'll see. Wish me luck.
All right, I have really bad news, everybody. Effectively, immediately, ceasing all operations. We have sent the call centers home on the east. We are filing for bankruptcy.
For the people that we did have onboarding, are we calling them and telling them this, or is HR doing that?
That is a good question.
Really frustrated, then just name it. And if you feel like you're in a shock, or just recognize where you are, because it mirrors the process of going through grief. So just take care of yourself like you have lost something, because you have. We all have.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, buddy.
So pissed.
I know.
Like, I'm actually so heated. And I'm just like...
We knew.
We talked about it. Did you just take your nails in again? They're so cute.
No, I'm getting them done on Thursday, but maybe I should cancel because I'm not going to have any more money.
No, literally.
No, like actually, though.
No, actually.
It hasn't opened yet, but
Yeah.
it's leading to a door that's about to open for all of us. And
No,
I know
I feel
it's
you.
super...
We were really hating it. I feel like we were starting, honestly, to get, like, really...
No, I was, like, crying.
Like bitter,
like,
and even yesterday for me, I was, like, at a breaking point with... And it's, like, the smallest things, but...
Really, like, yesterday was rough for me. Yesterday was super rough for me, and I was even saying, like, should I just quit without a job? And it's like, well... Don't have to do
Universe
that.
did it for you, baby.
I've been laid off twice in the past year, as if once wasn't enough. A second time, absolutely. And one of the first things that I feel like the heaviest things that you deal with unemployment is the guilt, because even when it's out of your control and you can't necessarily decide who hires you and who doesn't. In my case, I can't even decide who decides to look at my resume in the first place. Like, that's not even my problem. It's not like I'm hiring or interviewing for these jobs and not getting them, because then I would know, okay, it's me. Like, I need to fix how I'm presenting myself. I can't even get the interviews, and that's the part that I'm confident about. That's the part that I'm like, if I get this, I get it in the bag. And it's crazy how, like, the guilt is just there all day, every day. If I'm applying to jobs, I feel guilty that I don't get any responses back. If I don't apply to jobs, I feel guilty that I didn't apply to jobs. If I am applying during the week and nothing comes of it during the week, like at the end of the week, I feel terrible about myself. But then also, I know it has to do with just this like societal guilt that's been ingrained in our brains, because on the weekends or during vacations, I don't feel this guilt, because it's okay if I don't have a job on the weekends because everybody else doesn't have a job on the weekends. It's crazy. The guilt is crazy. It's the hardest part, because yes, obviously there's financial stress that comes with it, but it's the fact that like nothing feels like enough. Like even when I'm working on my own projects and things that really fulfill me, there's this little eating away in the back of my brain that's like, this is stupid. People won't respect you for this. You need to have the 9 to 5. Like even if it's paying you nothing and treating you like garbage, like it's better to have that than nothing. Crazy. I don't think we talk about it enough.
Apply for a job. Get a phone screening. Ace the phone screening. Get called back a week later. They want to push you in first round of interviews. You're excited. Position, communications and PR coordinator. Pay, 55 to 65 an hour. In that range. You're excited even more. Hybrid, 3 days in office, 2 days work from home. Exactly what you've been looking for. Beautiful. You send in your availability and previous work for review. Schedule interview. Prepare for interview. You're excited even more. Week of the interview. They call to confirm your interview time and the address. You confirm. You're confident. Think you're gonna ace this shit. Day before interview. Position has been paused until the unforeseeable future. Repeat.
Okay, so nobody talks about how awful being post-grad is. I basically lost all my friends. I either lost contact or they moved away. And, like, I don't really talk to that many people. It's just so lonely. Like, really lonely. All I do is basically go get matcha and either shop, buy jelly cats, waste my money. Like, I literally have... Like, I feel like I have no goals in life. It's actually awful. The job search has not been easy. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel really lonely, too. Like, I feel like everyone I've known has gotten a job, moved on. Like, they're moving in with their husbands, basically. Like, they're all getting married. And I'm here, literally buying jelly cats with my money and doing nothing with myself. Like, I genuinely feel like I have no purpose to life. It's actually pretty depressing and sad to admit. But, like, nobody talks about this. I literally have no friends. I literally scroll for hours, wasting my time. I just want to move so bad. Yeah, I'm just so lonely. I can't. I need more hobbies or something. I need to find a side hustle to make more money, because this is a sad life I live. And I'm not proud of myself. I'm really not. I need to put this out in the universe so maybe something will change, because I can't do this anymore. I don't like this.
This is me finding out I'm laid off via email. Yeah, that's what I woke up to today. I'm honestly still in shock. Gonna process it, take some time. So if I'm not doing my usual stuff, that's why. But this is the 4th time in 2 years that this has happened. And there's only so much people can actually take. And the worst part is I was told I was going to be okay. Surprise, I'm not. So yeah, I have to sort some things out. And when is this madness honestly going to stop? And I know it's not personal, but companies need to remember that employees are people. We're human beings. We aren't numbers. We aren't IDs. We aren't salaries. We're human beings. And being told one thing and waking up to an email saying another is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. And I don't know. Do I change industries? Do I use this as an opportunity to, I don't know, move to Portugal on a retirement visa? I don't know. And it's not about the salary. It's about doing something. It's about working. I don't like being idle. And I don't like not being useful. And that, to me, is the worst part of it. And I know I'm very fortunate to be in a position to be able to say that, but I find purpose in being useful. And now I'm not again.
I've literally never had a more difficult time finding employment, and I know that's everyone's situation right now, but it's genuinely baffling the way that these companies are acting. Take, for instance, my situation. My friend's old manager reached out to her and was like, hey, I'm managing a new restaurant in Palo Alto. If you want to come, or if you know anybody that's like looking for a serving job, like let me know. So she let me know, and we swapped information and stuff. And he was so interested in meeting me. He's like, can you come to Palo Alto today and interview? Like, bring I-9 documents just in case we hire you on the spot, all this stuff. Mind you, I've been a bartender and server for like 7+ years. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I get there and he just doesn't seem interested. He's telling me like all the like ins and outs of the job and like the pay and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Ghosts me for a week after that. Finally get a hold of him again. And the thing he says is, reach out to me in 2 or 3 days and we'll have a phone conversation. Okay. He calls me 2 or 3 days later, and he's basically telling me that the serving position is no longer available and the best he could give me is a hosting position. Honestly, just a slap in the face, because I live in San Jose. That's over like a 45-minute commute to be a host. Stop. And then I had another friend that she asked her manager to see if they were hiring. Came back and said, oh yeah, my manager's trying to look for a bartender right now. Just like put in your application and then I'll let her know that you did it. Da, 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 da. I did that. A week later, she was like, let's set up an interview. Blase, blase. Interview didn't end up happening because she tried to reschedule with me. She said, I'll give you a call to like figure out what day like we're gonna have it on instead, but I can't do it on the day that we had originally scheduled. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I've been trying to get a hold of this fucking manager for 3 weeks. 3. The shit that's driving me like absolutely up the fucking wall is that nobody's communicating with anybody. I keep calling saying, hey, I'm trying to reach this manager, blase, blase. They all say that she's too busy to talk. She's in a meeting. She's on the phone. She's sucking dick. I don't fucking know. But this has by far been the most infuriating to find employment right now. It's honestly humiliating. It's a humiliation ritual. They want you to beg. They want you to fucking plead. They want you to get on your knees and suck their dick. Like, they want you to do a whole bunch of shit, and it's fucking insane. Like, I've never had to put this much effort. Mind you, for this job, I went in person, dropped off my resume, and did a paper application, and applied online, and this bitch still won't talk to me. She won't even tell me, like, hey, sorry, we're not interested anymore. Or I can't even get a hold of her to even get that out of her. I was promised an interview, and then I was ghosted, and then now can't get a hold of the bitch to save my life. She's so fucking busy. This is honestly like just a humiliation ritual at this point. And literally, like, as someone who hates their fucking job like I do, like, literally, like, I want to pull a bullet in my fucking head every fucking day because I hate that job. It's just infuriating when you make it to the interview and it's like, fuck, like, okay, could go either way, like, they could hire me or whatever, and you get so close, you're so close, and then boom, they ghost you, they don't call you back, they send a rejection email 30 minutes after applying. Like, this shit is fucking for the birds, bro. Like, I can't do this shit anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. There's no communication, there's no professionalism, there's literally nothing. And the least that these employers can do is, if they're going to interview 50 people for one role, the least that they could do is give an explanation on why they picked somebody else versus the other. Or just give a straight up update. Because a lot of these jobs don't even update you if they've even looked at your application. Or they're not even hiring, and they just have this application fucking system open. And that's the most infuriating part. It's like, if you're not actively hiring, close the shit down. Oh my god, dude. It seems like I'll never leave this fucking job I hate, and it's just getting darker and darker and darker, and there's like the light inside of me is dying, genuinely.
After finishing this whole video, for people out there who still have a slither of hope that their companies somehow care for them and the companies don't care just for the profit, you need to think again, because look at what happened to a lot of these people in their video. I mean, these people are getting laid off by their companies that they dedicated their lives for, and the companies really don't care about them. They don't even have the decency to give them a face-to-face meeting and tell them that they're being appreciated, that, the reasons for their layoff. No, their immediate response is go to damage control to make sure that these employees who are about to get fired don't cause a scene. And that means that sending out a mass-produced HR email and scheduling like a huge meeting, including all employees, and telling them they're all laid off and that they have, a certain amount of time to pack up their stuff and that all their accounts are disabled. I mean, just imagine if you're the employee, how would you feel? Wouldn't you take that personally? Wouldn't you think maybe you did something wrong to deserve this? Wouldn't you have the question of what you did wrong to deserve this, despite working hard for this company? I mean, most cases, it's not the employees who's done anything wrong. It's just a matter of restructuring that companies decided that they can generate more profits by not having these employees. So, it's a purely economic calculation. But my question is, why can't they show more appreciation, more humanity to their employees who worked hard for them? Why must go this route? Have you guys ever wondered that question? I mean, no wonder there are so many people out here who are just trying to make it work on their own, be their own boss, either starting their own business or starting like an online business, online shop, because they're just so sick and tired of the hamster wheel, working hard for someone just to be discarded. And on top of everything, the layoff wave isn't stopping or slowing down anytime. Now you have more companies, big corporations in tech, announcing that they're going to be laying off around 10% of their entire workforce. That number is only growing. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. Leave a comment down below. Thank you.